Good afternoon, my name is Finn, and today we're going to be making olive oil the ancient Greek way. We have some ancient Greek music to get us in the mood so we can get started. First, we got these fresh picked olives from my garden, this muddler to mash up these olives, and this washcloth, this cloth. Couldn't get my hand on a bag press, so hopefully this cloth works in terms of getting the olive oil out of the olives. We're gonna put these olives into the muddler and get mashing so we could beat it down to a pulp. That way, when we put it into the makeshift bag press, the olive oil will come out a lot easier. All right, cut. So, back in the day, they had a wheel and an animal, most likely a donkey, turning the wheel. The mashed up olives. I put a little of warm water in there just to help with the extracting of the olive oil. Now we have the cloth, a strainer, and a bowl. Obviously, this is not how they did it back in the day or with all these types of materials, but make what you got, you know what I mean? Oh, look like it worked.
What are you doing, Robbie?
Now I'm going to squeeze it from the top, and it should extract some sort of water and olive oil extract, and then you let it sit for a couple hours. And once you let it separate, it should make some olive oil. Ugh. Gross.
Oh my gosh!
But okay, there you go. There should be some. You can see a little oil bits.
Look at the oil!
Yeah, you can see a little bit of it. All right. Now let's get cleaned up. This is disgusting. Okay, so as you can actually kind of see a little bit, there are the little speckles of oil. So it is separating already. We're gonna put it back into my garden where I got the olives from. And oh yeah, there's already pulp in there. Ooh. Oh, cool.
Separating, oh my gosh.
All right. And hopefully within the next couple hours, it should separate. We'll see what happens. Of course. So after several hours of waiting and waiting for this to distill, we see that there's only just a bit of olive oil that was actually produced from this entire jar of olives that I used. In retrospect, I probably should use more olives. I didn't think it was going to be just this amount of olive oil that was produced. Most of it is just residue. I'm assuming it's the mixture of the water and the pulp from the olives itself. Yeah.
So Finn, what are the 3 things that you learned about the process of making olive oil?
Well, when I first read about the process of making olive oil and the use of the bag press, it was actually really interesting. I didn't think that olive oil was made like that. The bag press was what I used with the makeshift cloth. It was just 2 posts where they would put, I'm not sure the material of the rag or the bag press that they used, but they would put olives in there and then rotate these posts in order to squeeze all the juice out, which similarly to what looks like this, and then have a filter or a funnel that divides the residue from the actual olive oil itself. Secondly, after they were using that technology, they ended up using a wheel that crushed olives in like a little pit. So it would be a wheel, a pit, and an animal, like I said, maybe a donkey or a small horse, that would push this wheel, and all under it would be the olives that are just getting crushed. And again, it would divide from the olive oil from the residue itself. And the amount of uses that olive oil was used for in ancient Greece. So firstly, I read that it was used for ceremonial lamps and candles. Even the Greek Olympics, That's what they were used to light the torch. It's used for everyday meals. They use olive oil instead of animal fat, just due to the fact that it's healthier and has better benefits and nutrients for your body, and that it was one of Greece's largest exports during that time.